Ambassador Thorn stood before the Galactic Council with practiced diplomacy, his hands clasped behind his back. For 3 years, humanity had petitioned for membership among the starfaring civilizations. For 3 years, they had been denied. Your species lacks the necessary fortitude, High Chancellor Zarvik announced from his floating platform. The reptilian leader's scales shimmered with dismissive amusement. You come to us speaking of peace, cooperation, and mutual understanding. These are the words of prey, not equals. Around the circular chamber, representatives from 40 species murmured their agreement. The insectoid Vri clicked their mandibles in what passed for laughter. The crystalline lumini pulsed with condescending light. Humans wage no wars, continued the Chancellor. Your own records show centuries without major conflict. You have redirected your military spending to exploration and science. You negotiate disputes through dialogue. He leaned forward, his black eyes gleaming. You are sheep pretending to be wolves. The galaxy has no place for sheep. Thorn's jaw tightened, but he maintained his composure. We have evolved beyond senseless violence, Chancellor. We believed the Council valued enlightenment. Enlightenment? The Vri delegate chittered. Your species cannot even defend your own colonies. The Marauder clans raid your outer worlds at will, and you respond with strongly worded complaints and economic sanctions. The chamber erupted in jeering sounds across a dozen languages. 6 months later, everything changed. The distress signal came from Proxima Station, humanity's largest off-world settlement. The Krell Dominion, an aggressive empire that even the Council feared to confront directly, had invaded. They wanted the station's strategic position and its resource-rich asteroid belt. They expected the usual human response: negotiations, concessions, retreat. They were wrong. The Council's monitoring satellites captured everything. They watched as human warships emerged from slipspace, not the exploration vessels they'd grown accustomed to seeing, but something else entirely. Dreadnoughts bristling with weapons that shouldn't exist, fighters that moved with impossible precision, and tactics that made even the Dominion's veteran commanders falter. The humans didn't negotiate. They didn't retreat. They fought. And they fought like nothing the galaxy had ever seen. Rewind that section, Chancellor Zarvik ordered, his voice stripped of its usual arrogance. On the holographic display, a human strike team breached a Krell battlecruiser. What followed was brutally efficient. The humans moved through corridors like shadows, anticipating every defense, exploiting every weakness. Within minutes, they'd seized the ship's command center. They're using psychological warfare, the Lumini Observer noted with something approaching horror. They're broadcasting the Krell commander's surrender across all frequencies. They want the others to know what happened. But it was the space battle that truly shocked them. Human ships took damage that would cripple any other vessel and kept fighting. Their pilots executed maneuvers that pushed the limits of survivability. When a Krell destroyer tried to retreat, 3 human frigates pursued it into an asteroid field no sane captain would enter. The human fleet didn't just defeat the Dominion. They humiliated them. When the last Krell ship limped away from Proxima Station, the Council chamber was silent. Ambassador Thorn's image appeared on the communication array, his uniform pristine, his expression neutral. You asked why we don't wage wars, Thorn said quietly. It's not because we can't, Chancellor. It's because we remember what we're capable of. We fought wars that lasted. Decades. Wars that consumed continents. We've created weapons that could sterilize planets, and we've used them. We chose peace not out of weakness, but because we know exactly what the alternative costs. He paused, letting his words sink in. We stopped fighting each other because we finally understood something the galaxy hasn't learned yet. The most dangerous warrior is the one who chooses not to fight. Because when we have no other choice, when our people are threatened, we don't just wage war, Chancellor. Thorn's eyes hardened. We perfected. The Council voted unanimously to approve humanity's membership. Nobody laughed this time.